What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you loot from 10 hours of soloing Zamorak. Wasting no time at all, I'm just going to show you guys a quick run through of how I go about getting kill count for this boss, because I definitely do not use ecumenical keys for Zamorak. I just prefer using blood barrage on pretty much all the monsters surrounding this area. I like to bring a Zamorak Mage Arena 2 cape for a little bit of mage bonus during the kill and also during the KC. And then, since it is a cheap method just to avoid getting attacked by Sarah Doman minions, I just use a Sarah Blessing and then I drop it once I finish up KC. And a nice thing about this method is I can also use Augury the whole entire time, because you do get all of your prayer drained before you jump on over to go to Zamorak, so you might as well use it. And this method actually takes less than 4 minutes to get the 35 KC required in order to do Zammy. Alright, let's go ahead and jump that bridge and show you guys the collection log. The main goal for today's video is to Greenlogged Zamorak. The goal for that would be to obtain the Staff of the Dead as well as the pet. I have a starting kill count of 1,310, and yeah, we have a lot of spears, a lot of staffs, and a decent amount of hilts as well. No alt or partner. We're just going to be soloing this whole entire time. And here's the gear. We have a Scorching Bow with 5,000 dragon arrows as well as full Missouri. For the minions after the kill to blood barrage my HP back, we have the Kodai and the Ancestral Top. We also have the Saturated Heart. Well, before we continue with today's video, I just want to tell you guys about our amazing sponsor today, Fume. So have you ever wondered what would happen if I just threw out my vape out the window? Well, it turns out that I did this a few days ago. Thanks to our sponsor today, Fume. I have been trying to switch to a healthier alternative because I'm someone who just always needs to be fidgeting. My mouth always needs to be kept busy. And after years of smoking and vaping, I really wanted to try something that would be healthier, and this is where Fume came in. There's no vapor, there's no nicotine, it's just flavored air. Fume delivers great taste without any harmful chemicals. Instead of inhaling vapor, you simply breathe in natural, non-toxic flavors to satisfy the craving without the downside. This is great for people like me who have oral fixation and love fidgeting. This is a sleek, portable, and built to last design with a high quality build and a sleek aesthetic. I mean, Fume always, it just feels premium in your hand, and it's easy to take anywhere, whether you're at work, you're traveling, or you're just relaxing at home. It brings flavor to the mouth, and it's not a vape, it's not an e-cig, it's just flavored air. Non-toxic, a guilt-free alternative with natural ingredients, no batteries, no charging, just pick it up and go. This is a fraction of the cost of vaping or smoking, so you can save money while making a better choice. And get this, over 500,000 people have already made the switch to Fume as part of their habit change journey. If you're ready to try it yourself, now is the time. I really do recommend this, guys. For a limited time, if you order the journey pack using my code NOSLEEP, you're going to be getting a free Fume topper, an awesome accessory to level up your experience. Feel free to click the link in the description, tryfume.com/nosleep, or simply scan the QR code on the screen to get yours today. A healthier alternative, and a huge thank you to Fume for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so we're gonna pot up and we're gonna pay for a private, so it'll be instanced. Here we go, into the room, and perfect. Okay, no, not good at all. So I accidentally got hit by Zamorak. I was a little too slow there. I should have ran in and specced and ran, but unfortunately I stood there for a split second while I specced him, and now my HP is just so low. Not off to a good start, guys. It's critical that you never let Zamorak hit you, because it just makes it so much harder to get through the first kill, and that is what can end up happening to you. Not off to a great start. So let's do that again. Take 2. All right, here we go. Reclaiming and re-gearing so that we can do this video. Pay for the instance, in for the spec. Perfect. Run. Okay, nice. So Zamorak wasn't able to hit me there. That's what I like to see. Now, ideally, with a light bearer as well, we are going to be specking every 4th hit with a Scorching Bow and just keeping our distance otherwise. I mean, sometimes I will be specking every 3rd hit. That's just because sometimes I panic, sometimes I miscount, you know. I'd rather be safe than sorry, just because it's so much easier to, you know, not get hit if you're running away from Zamorak versus just tanking a hit, because man, he hits hard. Either way though, it was nice to get our very first kill of the video. 1,311 KC. I will definitely get the hang of this, but it's nice to get an elite combat task completed as well. I did look at a guide on YouTube, and I also saw a few people doing this while I was kind of recording the intro, and it looked like a very laid-back method. Similar to maging bandos, this is just different because you're ranging Zamorak. But the kills, if anything, are much faster, and because Zamorak stays frozen the whole time thanks to that beautiful Scorching Bow special attack, and because of that light bearer, I'm always going to be able to spec. Since I'm 99 range and I also have really good DPS, I don't really have to worry about running out of spec and Zamorak's still alive. I mean, I think that might have happened maybe 2% of the time or less, and that's really just thanks to my DPS and the fact that 99 range definitely helps as well. As you can see, right after Zamorak dies, I just try to stack the melee minion on top of the range minion, and then that's when I equip Kodai alongside that Ancestral and Elysian, and I get all my HP back, and then I finish off the mage minion separately. But it's about 28 kills an hour, this method. That is, of course, if you don't die and if you just have smooth runs and smooth kills. 28 kills an hour, not too bad at all. So in 10 hours, you can get about 280 kills. That would slow down, of course, if you decide to do all the clue scrolls. I did manage to pick up one in my very first inventory, and I was really excited about going back for my second. I mean, still no drop, but this method is just so laid back that I really have no problem doing Zamorak nowadays. I'm actually happy that I waited all these years to kill Zamorak. I mean, I have quite a bit KC in all of the God Wars, and Zamorak is actually the boss that I've killed the least of compared to all of the other ones. It's also one of the last God Wars pets that I'm hunting alongside Armadillo. You guys know my dry streak with Armadillo, but ladies and gentlemen, no more dry streak in Zamorak. We actually got it. Look at that, guys. Yes, I know. It's crazy to see. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was just not expecting this one. You know, it's such a cool pet. I just, I really am not a big fan of the Bandos and Zilliana pet. I've had those for years, and I've been really grinding for that Armadillo pet, but no luck there. So this was like a breath of fresh air, a nice feeling, and yeah, big shout out to the clan chat, the friends chat there for gratzing me. Didn't get this one on stream. I was doing this video off stream this week, kind of taking it easy, but what an exciting moment. And of course I had to die right after that. That's just what happens at Zamorak. But yeah, we're gonna reclaim that pet. Also, I'll grab my wisp. I didn't realize I lost her, but yeah, look at that baby krill. Love to see it. Back in no time. And yeah, I had a nice conversation with a guy out the door. Me and him were AFKing outside of the door all day, and it had like gone by 14 hours had gone by and he was still there, so it was kind of funny just seeing him for 2 days there. As you can see, the instance, the privates go so good. Look at all these sharks on the ground, guys. This is unlimited food at Zamorak with this method, so just keep that in mind. It's really nice, but you do have to rely on getting super restore drops. Zamorak does drop 3 super restores at a time, but it's not guaranteed, and I did do quite a few trips where I didn't get any super restore drops, so I did have to kind of prematurely bank. Go ahead and grab those herb boxes. Another thing I love about getting KC, as I mentioned in the very beginning of the video, is the Dragon Boots drop. 335k, just like that from doing the Blood Barrage method while obtaining 35 KC. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and pot up, also angler up, pay for an instance, and quickly go in for that spec. Oh, too slow. So luckily I prayed melee there, but I did get poisoned. Yeah, if you don't get hit by Zamorak, you never have to worry about bringing an anti-venom. But unfortunately, on that very first hit of the very first kill when you walk in, that's usually when it would happen, so I did luckily bring an anti-venom, but you can always bring a Sandfuse Serum if you want to replace it and also get some more restores. There's an elite clue. I will be stacking those up. I don't think I'll be opening them up in this video, but we'll see. 1,400 overall Zamorak KC. Pretty solid number. I am proud of that. I remember when it was below 1,000 for quite a long time, and then I did 2 videos here in the last 2 years, and that finally spiked up this kill count a little bit. Haven't had luck in quite a while, so I am really happy to see the pet today. And to make matters even better, we got another drop on the ground right there, a Zamorak Spear, 1.2 mil from this. I remember less than a year ago I bought 100 Zamorak Spears for 1.6 mil each, and I'm glad that I sold them off, and that was another failed investment of mine. But yeah, they continued to go down. So cheap to see, but it kind of makes me think of it's like getting a Ceradoman sword drop at Zilliana. That's kind of what what this is now. More like getting Bando's boots at Bando's, you know? But either way, right after that Zamorak spear drop, I actually got a back-to-back. It was into the Steam Battle Staff. In between that, I actually did manage to pick up a Godsword shard from a minion, so there's 3 drops in the span of 90 seconds. I will happily take it. I think Zamorak is being real good to me today, and I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and finish up this inventory and bank, but, you know, with that being said, I would appreciate the last drop, though. Of course, you know, I love Zamorak spears as much as the next guy, but what we're looking for as we start this next trip here, and hopefully avoid the first hit, success there. Yes, what we're looking for is now to complete the green log, Staff of the Dead. It would be awesome to complete the green log before 2000 KC here. I have not had insane luck at any other God Wars dungeon boss. I think we are actually still missing the Bando's Hilt from Bando's. We have Greenlogged Ziliana, and we are missing the pet from Kriara, so we haven't greenlogged Kree either. So God Wars bosses definitely take me a lot longer to greenlog than other traditional bosses. And yeah, it would just be really nice if I could get at least one God Wars boss kind of greenlogged early, because I've spent a lot of time at all the other ones. But nevertheless, now that the Scorching Bow method is in sight, and just such a laid-back, incredible OP method here, even off-task, well, what can I say? I don't really think I'll be that upset if I don't get the Staff of the Dead today, but needless to say, I will continue to stack up these Zamorak spears, and yeah, maybe we'll even see a second pet reroll. I've never gotten a second pet on video before, so still waiting for that day. All right, another spear, we'll take that. And as you can see, these minions also drop sharks, so yeah, you're gonna have tons of sharks on the ground, tuna potatoes as well. And really, I only start every trip with like 1 Ceradomin brew nowadays. I am very hesitant to sip it as I start my trip, because I really want that to be my very last resort, and just kind of risk it with the minions if you can. But just know that even after spending a whole day here, you know, you still can die, so don't get too greedy. Really don't. Just bring a little bit more food. It only takes like one mistake, or you look away from the screen one time, to take a big hit from Zammy, and then this method just falls apart on you. So yeah, be very careful at Zamorak. And as you can see, the loot tab is coming along nicely. You can expect some Lantadimes. Did get another Godsword shard from another minion. Explorer's Ring is important to bring, just like I mentioned in the Bandos video, because you do get some items that are worth high-alking here. There's 1500 KC overall. Still not really getting close to 2000 there, but it is a nice number to see nevertheless. And shortly after that, about 11 kills later, I did manage to pick up yet again another Zamorakian spear. Need that staff though, still looking for that staff, but regardless, you know, plenty of food on the ground as you can see. Potatoes in the inventory, sharks on the ground. Yeah, just looking at the inventory and also the ground, I could make this trip last a very, very long time, but on the bright side, we're not gonna have to. Ladies and gentlemen, Staff of the Dead has been achieved. It's been an incredible experience here today at Zamorak. What can I say? 1514 KC overall for the green log. We got 3 spears, we got the Steam Battle Staff, we got the Staff of the Dead, and we got the baby krill. We love that baby krill. Overall collection log, it's green log. That's all you need to know. Loot from 8 hours. Overall 202 kills in this video. We'll just say it's 200 though. 13.9 mil from everything. And that, you know, that's really not too bad. It's almost 2 mil an hour. 14 mil overall though. Not bad at all. Really, the highlight for me is the pet. I did not expect this pet. I was expecting that Staff of the Dead, but I was not expecting the Staff of the Dead and the pet. That is just incredible to see. We're going to be stacking those clues up for a future video, but I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw today. Thank you so much for watching, and no more Zamorak. We have to just finish up Bandos and Armadillo. Well, I guess 2 minutes wasn't long enough to tell you guys about today's sponsor, Fume, but if you want to check out the link in the description below to support the channel directly, feel free to. Fume is an amazing product. Big thank you to the YouTube channel members with a special shout out to the Mr. Borgia 2, Gentle Jester, DaeDogGaming, DeceptionZ, and xXzoticx. Until next time, Mr. No Sleep, out.